Hey, what is up guys? My name is Hector Martinez and welcome to my first video of this, my secondary channel. And in this occasion, I would like to talk about something that I've been wanting to talk about for a very long time, and that is how much money I have made promoting a controversial topic on YouTube with over 840,000 subscribers and more than 120 million views. So before we jump into this topic, I'd like to share a little bit of context and background so you understand where I'm coming from with this information. In 2014, I lived a completely life-changing experience, and this was an experience I had during the World Naked Bike ride that took place here in Guadalajara. And for those of you who are not familiar with this, it's basically a manifestation where you can ride your bike in the city completely undressed. And it has a lot of reasons behind it that I don't really want to jump into, but this is an experience that I had never imagined of having. But when I found out about this was something that I had to do. It was something that was on the bucket list without me even knowing that it was technically on the bucket list. This experience was so magical and mind-blowing that it completely caused me to redefine my relationship with my body and the ideas that I had around it. There was a lot of shameful education that I grew up with, and I'm pretty sure most of us grew up with this idea that the human body is something shameful that you have to cover up. And this definitely became something that I enjoyed so much, and I got so many benefits out of it that I was completely surprised that no one told me you can hang out with people without any clothes on and you could feel comfortable and good in your own skin regardless of the type of body that you have. I felt like this was something that I had to share with the world. I wanted to share my experience that I thought that probably could at least start a conversation, and if I was lucky, could probably inspire people to redefine the relationship that they had with their body. After all, I thought that it wouldn't do any harm for people to feel better in their own skin. So how much money can a channel, controversial channel, raise with 120 million views through YouTube? I think that in order to answer this question, we're going to have to hop into the computer and see a little bit of the numbers, which is probably the reason why you've hanged on to this video so long. So I don't want to make you wait any further. So in order to better illustrate this, I'd like to take a look at a website that is dedicated to the stats of a channel, and it could give you a pretty good idea of how much a channel would make depending on the views that they have. So this website is called socialblade.com. So here I'm going to type in the name of the channel. And if you guys haven't figured this out by now, I'm definitely referring to my primary channel, not this one, the secondary channel. So we go, and here we go, bingo. So this is a channel, and as you can see, I have a total of 86 videos that are currently public. I have 842,000 subscribers and over 122 million views. These numbers are definitely of a channel that is making a pretty nice income and is living full-time of, creating content on YouTube. I have in total 122 million views. So that means that this channel should have earned by now anywhere around $87,000 to $1.4 million. Now, that is a lot of money. Well, let's take a look at the reality behind this. So let's take a look at the YouTube analytics. This is where you can find all of the numbers performing in the channel. So this is going to tell us how much money I have made. So as you can see here, I have 842,000 subscribers. Let's take a look at analytics. Get ready for this, guys. This is going to be very depressing. According to this, I have 128 million views, which is 232 million minutes of watch time. That's 842,000 subscribers. And I've made a big, whopping, surprising $12.12. That is right. Let's say it again. $12.12. And that is technically how much money I've made, but in reality, it's so little money that I can't really cash it out. I think the minimum amount to cash out money on YouTube are $100. And since I haven't made even that, I'm never going to be able to cash out this money. It's pretty sad, it's pretty depressing, but the real reason why I'm sharing this video with you guys is because I want you to understand that social media is a very important part of our lives. And we spend a lot of time here, and this is basically a tool that can transform people's lives for better or for worse. And this is a platform where you can share ideas. The whole idea behind the internet was to find a place where you can speak your own voice without any censorship. And it became pretty weird pretty fast. I agree. There was a lot of things that are sketchy in nature and that probably shouldn't be allowed or promoted. But there's also a lot of philosophies, a lot of social movements that want to shine light on certain aspects of society that we probably aren't doing a good job at. And I think that maybe when it comes to interacting with our bodies and the way that we have been educated to see them, beauty standards, hypersexualization, objectification, and so on, I think those are very dangerous ideas that have caused a lot of harm. So the reason why I decided to create this content was I wanted to share another alternative. I wanted to share an idea that was very uncommon, very unorthodox, that could inspire people to have a better relationship with themselves. And this was something that I thought that could help the world do better. But then I came along with different forms of censorship. And the way I see it, this is one of the biggest forms of censorship. As a business, YouTube can decide what type of content they want creators to focus on only by changing the sources of revenue. Huge incentive for more channels to create content that was aimed towards a young audience. Now, this is going to change completely. And it all has to do with the money, the financial incentive. The reality of the fact is that if you're doing something, despite how much you love that you're doing, you're eventually going to need money to continue to do it or to grow whatever that is that the content that you're creating around. For example, let's say that you have a traveling channel. At first, you might be able to finance a couple of trips and hoping that if you're creating good content that is engaging, that people want to watch, well, you'll eventually start getting views, and those views will eventually turn into a source of income. And this money you can reinvest in going to different places, living different experiences, sharing those experiences, creating content around that, and it's a cycle. And this will definitely guarantee the longevity of your channel. And it will guarantee the quality of your channel, because the more resources you have, the better you can step up into production, the more team equipment and so on that you can have. And by not allowing certain topics to be monetized, this is a big form of censorship, because this way we know that this is not a sustainable business model, and we know that eventually we're going to starve these creators to death until they're either forced to go along with the trends, or they're forced to quit and to do something else, because it's not easy, it's not cheap to create content. It's a very time-consuming process that requires a lot of resources. So, now I'm not creating this to whine about how difficult it is. On the contrary, I think that the idea behind this is just to shine a light on something that I feel like no one else is talking about. But maybe in the future, I still don't know what I'm going to do with this channel. I'd like to talk about a lot of things that I've been thinking about for a long time. I want to share with you guys my experience as what I like to call a social entrepreneur, in which I aim to transform society around me through different types of activities. And definitely it's very important to create this content, because thanks to this content, a lot of people are able to discover new things. So I'm definitely not going to stop doing it. But I want to share with you guys how much of a challenge this is, but then again, how satisfying it is that despite the fact that you might have a lot of initial financial struggles, if you hang on to it long enough, it might grow into something that can become sustainable in the future. Hey guys, so I'm finishing the process of editing this video, and I forgot to mention that YouTube isn't my only source of income. I actually receive funds through Patreon, which is a topic that I can definitely discuss in another video. Let's go back to the video. But at the end of the day, what's important is that we have the power to transform society as we know it with something so simple as a camera, a microphone, and a computer that we can use to share these experiences. And with modern phones, we don't even need the computer anymore. So, hope you like this video. I'm very interested in reading your comments and hearing about what you guys think. The idea behind this channel is to have a platform where I can share my opinion, I could share my ideas, and I hope you guys are interested. If you guys are interested in seeing what comes up with all this, please subscribe. If not, thank you for watching this video anyway. I'll see you guys in the next one.